Hello, this is Ken Langella for assignment number, for Make a Game assignment, let's just call it. I believe it's the third assignment. Anyways, we have a few questions to address before we go on to what my game would be, and let me address those right away. The first question is, what was the goal of the Stanley Parable game that we just finished playing? The goal basically is to beat the game in as many ways as possible and to unlock new possibilities and other ways that you can beat the game. Therefore, seeing every time you beat the game, something new happens. I think I explained this in my last video. The thing that happens generally is one new little door may open up, or one new little ending may open up. I opened up one ending, for instance, where the narrator explained that he had wiped out everybody else, and that's why they were gone. In the earlier playthroughs, you really can't unlock anything like that except for maybe a new way to beat it. Point number 2 you wanted us to address was, does this classify as a game? And yes, it absolutely classifies as a game. It is a game in every way because of the sense of what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to go in, play it, and beat it again and again and again. Basically, I disagree with some of the earlier rings we had where games have a negative sort of aspect on our life, and we think of a game and we think of game playing and bad things like that. When I think of games, I think of good things. I think of wonderful things and new worlds and things, just like a book. A game to me is just like an open book. Okay, so this does classify as a game. It does meet all 4 of the video game criteria, of course, the goal and what have you. And it just has a completely different point of view as far as a game goes, which I think is part of what this exercise is about. You're trying to help us to look at things from a different point of view and to understand that a game doesn't just have to be your classic game. It could be anything that we can think of, that we can devise in our own crazy minds. You have another point here, player choice. Does player choice have any consequences within that game? And yes, of course there is, big time. If you can go, for instance, you hit an area where you can either go right or left. If you go right and you stay right, the narrator starts telling you about how you're going to die very shortly, and it does happen. It just restarts when you die, so it's not like something comes down and kills you, but you just simply just restart. So player choices have huge consequences in almost everything you do in this, because remember, this isn't. I think, like I said, I explained last time, this isn't the process of going through the game. This is the process of completing the game, okay, and doing it as quickly and efficiently as possible, so you can see a new process of the game completion, as bizarre as that sounds. All right, so let me see. Yeah, as far as the choices that you make, they can either be, like I said, you can either beat the game quicker or die quicker. It seems to me dying and beating the game are pretty much the same thing. You're done either way. But, okay, that's enough about as far as what you want to know as Stanley Parable. Real quick on my game, what it would be. My game, I've thought about this for a great deal, and there's a lot of great ideas out there, like the Hunger Games idea. I mean, who wouldn't think a Battle Royale game is cool? So I thought about that at first. But then I refined that, and I brought it down into like a little bit of a cooler idea. My game idea is called Your Backyard. And what you do in this game is you pick some type of insect, some sort of critter that is living in your backyard. And of course, the story is driven by what type of insect you pick. Obviously, if you pick a spider, you're going after things. If you pick a grasshopper, you're hopping around as fast as you can, trying to get from point A to point B. The story and the storyline is all driven by action. It's not really a narrative thing. I mean, you could go back to, what was it, A Bug's Life, and you could throw some narrative and even a story into this. But for my purposes, I don't think you really have to. I think what my idea is sort of a Bugs World Battle Royale. And who can't say that is the most vicious world that we have, period. I mean, you look at the world of nature and then you look at the world of bugs. Those guys are living a real tough life. And what you do is you put yourself and you become a bug, and you go down into the grass, like I said, whatever type of bug, and you just survive. And you cruise around and you do things, and you either kill other bugs or, like I said, you run like hell. And the consequences pretty much come from whether or not you live or die, or what type of choices that you make. Maybe you could unlock other bugs by being like a predator type bug, or you could unlock faster bugs by being a fast bug. But this this is the basis of my game idea, and this is the idea that I think would actually be really cool. I think if you could put it all together, you could do it in a number of different ways. Heck, you could even go MMO with a game like this. But yeah, that's my idea, and I hope you like it. Thank you. This was my video entry. My name is Ken Langella for week number 3 assignment, and have a very good week, Louis. See ya.